Islamists are trying to destroy America. Today, a 200-page year-long report by the Institute for the Study of Global Antisemitism and Policy says there's a 100-year plan by a militant Islamist organization with groups in more than 70 countries known as the Muslim Brotherhood, which oddly America does not see as a terror organization. And their plan is to transform Western society from within and destroy our democracy. And they're about halfway there. How? Infiltrating college campuses. Lots of bot accounts and troll accounts that make us hate each other, and destroying our institutions. Earlier this week, Texas Governor Greg Abbott declared the Muslim Brotherhood and the Council on American Islamic Relations, known as CARE, as both terror organizations. Now, they're suing Abbott, and that's not really his purview, but of course, it's just politics of provocation, right? Is it justified? I have a co-author of the report, Dahlia Ziada, and former FBI and CIA counterterrorism official, Mr. Phil Mudd. Good to have you both. Dahlia, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Chris. So happy to be with you.
So you have to, let's begin at the beginning. People always hear Islamists and think Muslims. So what do you want people to understand about where the threat is and how real it is?
Over the past 2 decades, at least, if not 3 decades since 9/11 or more, the Muslim Brotherhood, and they have actually said this, put this in their documents, their strategies, they hijacked the identity of mainstream Muslims and represented themselves as a speaker in the name of Muslims. But what most people don't know is that there are so many shades of Muslims, ranging from reformists up to extremists. However, unfortunately, those who are speaking in the names of Muslims, especially in the West today, are radical groups like the Muslim Brotherhood, and they are doing this as part of their identity politics game that gives them legitimacy and allow them also to weaponize the voices of Muslims to destroy America's democracy and freedom.
Let me ask you one more question, then we'll bring in Phil. CARE is a well-known in media circles advocacy group for Muslims. When there's a terror attack that involves an extreme Islamist or a jihadi, they have a tendency to come out and say, don't judge us all by these people, we condemn them, and use all the ordinary language. Why do you include them as an extension of a terror organization?
First, I would love to applaud the decision made by Texas governor recently of designating both CARE and the Muslim Brotherhood. And by the way, this is the first action on that level to mention the Muslim Brotherhood and CARE by name, which in my opinion is so brave, because for so long, CARE has been camouflaging the audience into believing that they are really representing Muslims. But in reality, as our research show, and it's a long research, actually you spend an entire year collecting this information, we found that thanks to organizations led by CARE and its friends or sisters, the Muslim Brotherhood were able to create an empire on their own, a network on their own that infiltrated into educational systems, created parallel institutions for Muslim communities that isolated them from their American society and American interests, made America comes next for them. And most importantly, they have also infiltrated the political system.
All right. So, Mr. Mudd, you've heard this. Putting aside the deep weeds of how American law is a little squishy when it comes to domestic terror organizations, mostly because both the right and left thought it would be used against them. Let's be honest. They weren't thinking about protecting the country. Where is your sensitivity to what we should be concerned about in terms of Islamism destroying us?
Low. And I would go to extremely low. I mean, I spent 25 years dealing with this, including 5 at the FBI after 9/11. If you think we didn't think about the Muslim Brotherhood and CARE, Chris, America has forgotten what it was like 20 years ago. Every day we went into twice-a-day threat briefings talking about who was a threat to America. CARE was a problem. We can talk about that. They're a problem because they told Muslim Americans not to talk to the FBI. That's irritating. That's not illegal. Let me cut to the bottom line. If you break a local, state, or federal statute, you should be charged and thrown in jail. If you choose to practice an aggressive form of religion and say that you don't like Israel or you want Islamic values represented in America, like it or not, that's accepted in America.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.